So today I'm going to do the Ttc Tag. I've watched a lot of you guys do them, and I think it is a very great tag to get to know each other a little bit better and to know what kind of plans you have once you do become a parent or once you do get pregnant. Now the questions are on my laptop, so if I'm looking to the side, I'm looking at the questions. Okay, here it goes. 1. Will you find out the gender? Yes, we will. I am a very impatient person. I cannot imagine having to wait 40 weeks to even see your baby, let alone find out what the gender is. And I just think it's way easier to plan things like to buy baby clothes or baby stuff, or I just think it makes things easier, so we are going to find out. 2. Will you use pacifiers? I'm not keen on pacifiers. I will not use them in the newborn phase, and after that only if the baby wants you to use pacifiers, then I guess I will buy them at that point. Do you have any nursery ideas? Yes, I do. If you follow me on Pinterest, you can see what I have of ideas. Most of my videos are taped in the future nursery, so including this one. This is the color we have on 2 walls of the nursery, and we will probably make a special room around those colors. They won't be like, it seems like fish or butterflies or monkey or princesses or something like that. I kind of want this room to also go to the rest of the house, which is pretty plain and modern and clean looking. So we just have to find like a midway to also make it feel childish. Does that make sense? I don't know. Are you the first, middle, last of your friends to conceive? From our close friend group that lives like in the same area, we'll be the first. The rest is all single. And from like all of our friends, we have some friends who live on the other side of the country, and one couple has a girl and one couple has a boy, so we'll be the third, so probably still one of the first. Will you get to use hand-me-downs? If we do get hand-me-downs from, I don't know who, probably those friends who live far away, or maybe Rob's cousin, he recently had a girl. And if they want to give us their hand-me-downs, then yes, we'll use them. And other than that, if that's probably not the case though, so we will mostly be looking for second-hand or used baby clothes in second-hand or used stores. So yeah, because I'm not too keen on buying something new. I'll probably buy a lot of new stuff too, but on sale. Because I'm cheap like that. How close in age would you like your children? Between the first and the second, probably 2 or 3 years. Me and my brother have an age difference of 3 years, and even though we always had separate friends and separate like activities, we always had a friend in each other to play at home or on vacation or something. So I really like that. And I know Rob and his brother have an age difference of 4 years, and they do nothing together. They don't share the same friends, they don't share any of the same activities or interests, so I think that's a little too long. So probably 2 or 3. Will you make your own baby food? Yes, because I am a control freak. I would love to know what exactly is going into the baby food and then be able to give it, because those little preset jars of baby food won't tell you exactly what's in them. So yeah, we'll do that. Will you co-sleep? I don't know, we won't actually like use like a co-sleeper or put the baby in our bed, because first of all I'm scared of sits, and I won't feel comfortable having a tiny baby in an already tiny bed, because we don't actually have a king size bed. So not in the bed, and probably not in a co-sleeper, because co-sleepers are so hard to get in the Netherlands, because co-sleeping doesn't really, I don't know, isn't really the majority of what people do. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, but probably in the bassinet in the room for at least the first 6 to 8 weeks, and then we'll move them to their own little room. Will you use a stroller versus a carrier? I will probably use both. I think a carrier is very nice to have them like close by, and I think a stroller is just easy to, like, I don't know, go on my long walks or whatever. Will you go back to work or stay home? If you don't know, I'm an independent, what do you call it, independent worker, I guess. I'm a nurse and I work with clients in their own home, so mostly when they're terminally ill and they only have like 3 months to live. But that's very irregular. You get called to go like tomorrow or to do nights or stuff like that, or to do 24 hours at someone's house, and that I love that right now, but that is pretty much not plannable when you have a baby. So I recently signed up with a client that just needs guidance and someone to handle her activities and to help her like get through the day without her parents having to do it for her. So that's 2 days a week, and I will probably keep doing that even if the baby gets here, so I will be working 2 days a week. And I probably won't be doing the 24-hour shifts anymore. At the newborn stage, after the newborn stage, how long would you let your children cry before going to them? Probably not. I hate crying babies. I just think it's so sad. So I'm probably gonna try to make them soothe themselves, but still check on them either way and see if I can soothe them, because I just don't want my babies crying. That's not necessary. What else? How often will you bathe your child? Probably every other day or every second day, or yeah, every 2 days, depending on how icky the baby gets, I guess. I've seen babies who poop and pee and vomit all in the same minute, so then yeah, you kind of want to soap them up. But other than that, probably every other day or every 2 days. Will you do extended rear-facing car seat? Now, that's something I'm not sure about. There hasn't been much research done, or at least in the Netherlands, it's not a very known fact. So I don't even know whether you have to use like a different car seat that, I don't know, I've never seen a huge car seat for like a 2-year-old that rear faces. So if I find that one, then probably yeah. If not, then probably not. I'm not sure. I just have to look in that a lot more. Will you breastfeed? If so, for how long? If I'm able to breastfeed, then yes. And the reason why I'm saying if is because my mother had the most difficult problem to latch me or my brother on, and it never worked. So if I am able to breastfeed, then I will definitely breastfeed them. And if I have a say in how long, which I know I don't, because some babies just wean out the boob very easily. Yeah, but if I have to say for how long, then probably 2 to 3 years. Yeah, probably till the moment where they have to go to preschool. When will you introduce solids baby food? Probably after 6 months, because after that period you're allowed to give them to them. So yeah, probably at that point I will slowly introduce solids to them. Boy or girl first? I'm thinking I'm gonna have a boy first, because I've always, I don't know, always when I think about children I have a boy first. Robert would want a boy first, but he thinks we're having a girl first, and either way I would be happy. And as long as the baby's healthy, then I don't really mind if it's a boy or a girl. Do you have any names picked out? Yes, we do. We actually have one name picked out. That's going to be the name of our first child, because it's for a boy or a girl. So yeah, we have a couple other names picked out, and pretty much they're all Scottish, I guess. Yeah, they're not your typical Dutch names. How many kids do you want? If I have a say in this, or if I'm allowed to say how much, then probably 4. I would love to have 4 children. Robert, on the other hand, thinks 2 is enough. So we're having this pact where we say if we have 2 children and we're still financially comfortable and everything is going well, then we'll have a 3rd. So just have to see with time how that goes. Will you homeschool? No, we won't. I don't think you're able in the Netherlands to homeschool your own children. And even if I was, then I don't think that's the way we're gonna go. We don't have a lot of people who have like little ones right now, and we probably won't. So our baby will have like barely any people or children his own age to play with or to like have social interaction with, and I think that is so important. So our children will have to get their social interaction with their people their own age in school. So yeah, they will have to go to school. Home or hospital birth? I am not allowed to choose. I live in an area where I am forced to deliver in a hospital because the hospital is so far away, or is too far away if you do need to go to the hospital if home birth doesn't work out. So I'm forced to go to the hospital, and I'm looking into going to birthing centers, but most midwives won't work with you. So I'm just gonna have to like dig into that a lot more and probably have to accept the fact that I have to go labor and delivery in a hospital. Planned epidural or natural birth? I want to have a natural birth. I think the pain or whatever is part of the process of becoming a mother, and I just don't like to use narcotics, especially when you're still pregnant and you still share bond or blood bond with your baby. And I don't know, I just think it's better for both me and my future baby to not use an epidural or to not use any pain medication. Will you drink while pregnant? No, I'm not drinking now because I want to get pregnant, so it kind of sounds like something stupid if you would drink if you got pregnant. Will you use cloth diaper or disposable? We will cloth diaper. I am in love with the idea of cloth diapering. I love the patterns, I love the little snappy things. I even like the fact that you have to wash them. I don't know, I don't like washing like laundry in general, but I don't know, I just think they're so cute. That, and it's a lot better for your baby's bum, and it is financially seen a lot smarter to do since you do want to have more than one baby. And even Robert was on board. Like when I first introduced him to cloth diapering, I thought it was going to be like, oh no, I am not scooping poop. And he actually like looked at the entire video I was showing him of YouTube of how cloth diapering goes, and he looked at me like, that's a good idea. That could save us a lot of money, and they look cute, and I do not want toxic on my baby's bum, so yeah. He's actually all for it, because it's a good thing. So that were all the questions. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and if you want to see what kind of nursery that these I have, go look me up on Pinterest, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!